baptizing illegally right now. Yeah.
You baptizing illegally? You invited a nigga over your house and put him in the bathtub and baptize him.
Yo, what up? This Bizzle, and you watching Thisis50.com.
We all God's property, not just Kurt Franklin.
Yeah. God over money, A Omega, Hog Mob. Let's go.
I wonder how many people alive make a living off of what causes other people to die. And out of those, how many know and it eats them alive, but the beamer they drive is making them keep it inside? Why is it legal to teach people evolution when it's only a theory and no one has ever proved it? So when my child's a believer in a God he can't bring up at school, why is it cool for you to confuse him? I wonder how many you're listening now saying they feel it before a million kill me and smile. How many you whip ridiculous mouths to hit a chick and won't drive 5 minutes to visit their child? How many sitting in prison missing they seed while the one that really committed the deed is chilling and free? He got stripes for not snitching indeed, but I don't know the stripes is something his children could eat. Why is somebody breaking your car? You ask who did it. Like if you ask and I answer you, that ain't snitching. But if he asking you did it, somehow that's different. How come the rules change when it's you in the bad predicament? Why is it that we treat God like he a chick? We claim to love him, but just not enough to commit. We take advantage of the fact that he's just to forgive, but if he ever left you alone, you cry like a wimp. True story.
Man, first off, how you get the name Bizzle, man? For shizzle.
Nothing too complicated about it. Before Christ, my name was Playboy.
I like
by
that.
the name Playboy, so
you could be a Playboy for Christ. You know that, right? Get all the gospel hoes. You know, never mind. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But you know, they started calling me Play Bizzle with slang chains.
Right.
And the Izzles came in, and then it was just Bizzle, and I just stuck with that. So it's been that since. That's it.
I'm so tired of the faking. Decorated ceiling got them eyeing in amazement. All kind of paintings we hang from the wall, trying to keep their minds off, but we hiding in the basement.
How did you find Christ, man? Where was he at?
Man, he found me. You know, it took me to bump my head a lot of times, man. I was out there grinding, chasing the music. And like a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, willing to rap about whatever, do whatever, just to get to that,
like
the money, cars, fame, you know what I'm saying, all of that. And man, I just ended up being so far from God to the point where at one point I end up, now I was raised by women, you know what I'm saying, always had the utmost respect for women, but man, I found myself in this place where I was actually involved in, you know, prostitution, had a chick, you know, working for me, getting bread and all, and this is after I started going to church. You know what I'm saying? Church. Like, and I just fell all the way off. And it took me being so far from Christ to realize, you know what I'm saying, like how much I needed him. So after that,
hold on, you didn't get to the revelation part yet. Like what happened during this prostitution thing that, like, you know, it was like you know what, I'm tripping. Did the girl catch AIDS
I kid you,
like
no, this is what happened. So, you know, we getting money for a minute, and one day she's like, yo, can you take me to go pick up my brother from practice? She don't tell me where the practice is. So, you know, I go in her car, she got an Escalade, I'm driving, we go, while we on the way, she tells me, oh, it's at a church, you know, my brother plays, you know, the drums. I'm like, cool. So I go there, I sit there through the practice, through the, you know, the praise, singing, all of that, and I come to find out that I'm sitting inside her family's church, and her dad's the pastor, and all of this stuff.
The girl that you pimping. Wow, she set you up.
You set me up.
I did not.
You know, and I was sitting there, I'm shaking the pastor's hand, I'm shaking, and the scary thing for me is I didn't feel as guilty as I probably should have. Like that, I didn't just stop right then.
Okay.
But you know, it's one thing to feel bad about doing something that's wrong. It's another thing to feel like you numb to wickedness. You know what I'm saying? And that's what kind of got me like, yo, I don't want to get to a point where I could just do evil and don't care.
Dear hip hop, it's me, your foster child. I'm writing this cause I feel we should sit and talk a while. It may sound like I'm crazy, but I feel like your baby spent more time with you than my own folks, so it's just like you raised me.
And so, like, you know what I'm saying, where your life at right now? You know, are you teaching like a boys group at church or whatnot, and are you teaching hip hop to the
man? I'm actually, you know, of course, I do some of that. I got something called The Bridge every Thursday out in Houston, where it's adults probably from 18 to 30, and instead of being like a traditional Bible study type thing, we sit in a circle and we chop it up about whatever issues is going on, whether it's the president, whether it's if somebody have a question, because there's a lot of questions and sometimes you don't feel comfortable with asking questions about guys. Sometimes you might read something you don't understand. And sometimes you feel like if you ask a pastor, he might make you feel like you shouldn't be asking these kind of questions.
Right.
But I'm the type of person, I have a gang of questions, and you can't just give me any kind of answer either.
Lord, you know I don't wanna write this, but it's all I can think about. As soon as I picked up my pen, this is what the ink started bleeding out. I woke up this morning, timeline hella thick. Folks like Biz, did you hear about Connecticut at the elementary?
Now, what kind of opportunities have been presented to you ever since now that you're doing, you rapping for Jesus?
I mean, the fact that I'm able to do it full time, for one.
Right.
Okay.
When I was so on you don't have no job.
Nah.
This is it right here. This gospel rap.
Yep.
Word.
Christian
you providing
rap,
for your family and everything.
Yep.
What's one of the biggest misconceptions about Christian rap?
That it's only for Christians. Most people hear Christian rap, like when I say Christian rap, I'm saying that I'm a Christian and I rap. I'm not saying this is rap for Christians only. I'm talking about the woes of that lifestyle and where it can take you, because like, especially one of the things I do prison ministry. So I go to prisons and I talk to people, and I kid you not, I sat next to a dude. We was this close, and he told me he had been in there for 20 years.
Wow.
He sat in there for 20 years, and what he told me was, yo, whatever you have to do, tell people so that they don't end up in here, man. Tell them. If God give you something to tell them, just tell them, but they don't want to end up in here. And what he said was, I've been in here for 20 years for something it took me 60 seconds to do. And that just stuck with me.
Sometimes I wonder if they'll ever get it. Do they live by the standard or just measure with it? Do they live it or they just pretending? Learning the scripture to impress you with it and show they a better Christian than you are. When you fall, they clutch bricks and throw them with the hand they could have helped you up with.
You have a very interesting, point of view about Illuminati and whatnot. You believe in that.
Yeah, I definitely. I mean, I definitely believe it's real. Of course, you have multiple conversations. You can't believe everything that you see on YouTube and all of that, because it can. I believe that there's a lot of lies that get mingled in with a lot of truths. You know what I'm saying? So none of us has the full perspective on it, but I definitely believe there is an elite and they control what you getting as the media. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not with it, you're not gonna succeed. And I've heard some. I just heard Cat Williams speak on it the other day.
Right.
And he was talking about, he said, I'm not with them, but I respect them, because they didn't, you go against the grain, they gonna sting you, and I know what it feels like to be stung. But at the same time, I don't try to use that as a cop out to just act however. And they like we, coming up, we be saying the government, they gave us alcohol, they put drugs in the hood, and we use that as an excuse to continue to act in a certain manner. At the end of the day, they're not on our blocks selling drugs. We the ones selling the drugs. We're jumping at opportunity. You know what I'm saying? It only takes one.
Yeah, I know everybody a soldier, so ready to go. But what you going to war for? Put one in the cell and bury one in the hole. Young, either dead or in jail. Pick which one's for you.
Is there anything you want to tell the people before we get up out here, folks?
Yo, the good fight will be available everywhere digitally, and it's gonna embody like the struggle, the good fight. You come into this world as a baby, you gonna come across drugs, you gonna come across sex, you gonna come across money, you gonna come across violence, you gonna come across all these things.
I like all that stuff.
And amongst all of these things, you gonna have that Bible sitting right next to that God is gonna be there too, and that's gonna be an option as well. And it's hard sometimes to choose Christ amongst all these other options, because it's hard. So I just want to show the full spectrum of things, man, and the fight that we go through, just trying to keep faith in a wicked world.
Word. Hey, Yo, like I always say, you just can't say you real. It's something you gotta be, man. I'm over here with my dog Bizzle. Make sure you fight the good fight. Go get that right now. Right now, in the name of Jesus. And we're over and we out of here. Hey, do I have something in my eye? Y'all go to commercial. And remember, if I can make it in New York with one eye, you can make it anywhere in the world with two eyes.
When I was just a youngin', you told me daddy left. I ran a check, it says he's always been at that address. He said it's me who left him, he just respected my choice. You showed me candy and toys, and I was just a boy.